Hey everybody, welcome in to Sports Live in the 215. Today we'll discuss the Eagles-Rams game on Sunday night. The Eagles had a dominant 37-20 victory. 37-20 victory that came to them thanks to the exploits of one Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, and this dominant young Eagles defense. It was certainly a win to savor, and Eagles fans everywhere will be savoring it for the next week until, of course, we have to play the Baltimore Ravens. So that should be a fun challenge. But for now, let's talk about the game that was. First things first, Saquon Barkley. We are not worthy of you, sir. That was the single greatest performance I've seen by a running back in my time watching football. I mean, anytime you can make Shady in the Snow Bowl look like it's child's play, you're doing something special. Like the previous record for rushing yards in a game by an Eagles running back was that 217-yard performance in the snow all the way back in 2013. But Saquon Barkley obliterated it by about 38 yards. I hope my math is correct. If it's not, you guys can tell me in the comments. But I mean, this guy is just incredible. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. He was just on another planet. If he is not the MVP, something is wrong with the MVP voters, because I really would not know what sport they were watching. Like, this is just incredible. To see what this guy is doing, aside from LaShawn McCoy and Adrian Peterson back in 2012 and 2013 respectively, and granted, I don't get to watch all of those Vikings games because of living in the Philadelphia area. They just weren't televised. But I'll say this: the this Saquon season, or this season by Saquon, is the single greatest season I have seen by a running back. Just how dominant he's been game in and game out is really just a sight to behold, and it's a credit to not only him, it's a credit to the big boys up front, Jurgens, Becton, Mailata Johnson, and Jurgens, Becton, Mailata Johnson, Dickerson, that's who I was forgetting. Jeff Stoutland, who's the offensive line coach and run game coordinator. He's done a tremendous job getting all of these guys ready to play and coached up. there's a reason why Nick Saban wanted him to be his offensive line coach, because he has developed so many great offensive linemen and helped develop so many great offensive linemen. Jason Kelce is one of them. Lane Johnson's another one. Brandon Brooks, Jordan Mailata, of course. So all the credit in the world should go to Jeff Stoutland. I wonder if I think the NFL has an assistant coach of the year. I know they have, like, or at least I think they have a coordinator of the year. And again, if they don't, you guys can correct me in the comments. But if they have an assistant coach of the year, it has to go to Jeff Stoutland. What he does year in and year out with the offensive linemen, whoever they are, whether it's Jason Kelce, Cam Jurgens, a guy that's never played football like Jordan Mailata, a guy that's coming off an ACL injury like Landon Dickerson. He just knows how to get players ready to play, and he's one of the best assistant coaches that the Eagles have ever had. And kudos to Nick Sirianni for keeping him around the past 3 years, and it seems like he has a job in the Eagles organization as the offensive line coach for as long as he wants it. Excuse me, I'm very thirsty today. I apologize. I just had tortellini and Caesar salad for dinner, so yeah, it's very good. Shout out to Aunt Meg. I appreciate it coming from Chestnut Hill, PA, down to Maryland, and bringing my mom, my grandmom, and I some dinner. So I appreciate it. I know Mom and Grammy do too. But anyway, back to the game. Jalen Hurts, he was 11 for 16. I want to say he had let me check this. He had 145 yards and a touchdown, no picks, no interceptions. Check. Okay. My mistake. He threw for 179 yards and 1 touchdown and no interceptions. He's been absolutely tremendous in this 7-game winning streak. He's thrown, I want to say, 10 touchdowns to 1 interception. He's been absolutely tremendous. So shout out to Jalen Hurts. Shout out again to of course AJ Brown for picking up the slack in the absence of Devontae. He caught the touchdown pass from Jalen. AJ again had another absolutely tremendous game. He was just all over the field, and he had a game that really jumped off the page, and he was a problem for the Rams defense, and that they could not stop him. That's a credit to Jalen for getting the ball to him, and credit to Kellen Moore for finding plays that would scheme him open. And credit to AJ, of course, for making the plays that make him one of, if not the best receiver in the NFL. Honestly, Justin Jefferson has a lot to say about that, but he is miles better than number 88 in Dallas. Well, maybe not miles, but he's better than CeeDee Lamb. He's better than Terry McLaurin. He's easily the best receiver in the division, and Devontae isn't too far behind him. What a credit to Howie Roseman giving your young quarterback not only $255 million, but he essentially has two receivers who have the capability to be number one receivers, and that just makes his life so much easier. And with the contract Hurts signed, he's gonna be able to win consistently because they're gonna be able to put good teams around him. That's just the kind of guy Jalen is. Like he'll take less money like up front to make sure that the team around him stays good. That's very like Brady-esque, and you don't see that a lot in today's NFL. Like guys that are willing to kind of backload their contracts or have deferred money so that the team around them can not only get good but get good and stay good. So yeah, Jalen, I thought he was really good last night. If I had to give him a grade, I'd give him a solid B+. He was really, really good. But yeah, this offense, the running game, 300 yards. They were absolutely tremendous. What else? Oh yeah. Dallas Goedert had a little bit of a quiet game, but he'll get he'll probably get his targets and his touches next game. So I wouldn't be too alarmed about that, Eagles fans. He's still one of the best tight ends in the NFL. He's easily top 5 in the NFL. He's obviously not number 1. That would be number 87 in Kansas City, Travis Kelce. But Goddard is one of the best tight ends in the NFL. So this offense will not only they've not only been great the past past few years, they're gonna have the capability to, like I mentioned, get good and stay good. So that's huge to it's good to see, and huge for the organization to have that flexibility, because your quarterback took a cheaper kind of upfront payment just to make sure he could still win for a long time, and that just speaks to the not only the kind of player Jalen Hurts is, but the kind of person and leader Jalen Hurts is, and that's why so many guys love playing for him, is because he just, all he wants to do is win, and um, it's always good to see out of your franchise players that their number one concern is the W or the L in the record column. So that's just great to see. And this offense put up 37 points. Nick Sirianni, I thought, called a tremendous game. He took the points early in the game when he needed to. I thought he was able to manage the game very well, and the defense kept us in it until the offense kind of popped off. Kind of late in the first half. Late in the first half with the touchdown to AJ, and then the defense got to stop, and then the offense unfortunately couldn't do anything the next drive, and then it was the end of the half for the Rams. Rams had a Hail Mary that fell incomplete. And then first play of the second half, Saquon Barkley just went, "This is my game now," and 70 yards to the crib. Just yeah, it was a touchdown. That was a big way to open the second half, and then the defense kind of took over from there. Kenny Gainwell got a touchdown that was nice to see in the red zone later in the game, and then to put the exclamation point on the sentence, Saquon Barkley did one better. He said, I don't think I'll go for 70 yards this time. I'll go for 72, and that's exactly what he did. This guy is just it's unbelievable. I'm running out of superlatives, adjectives, whatever word you want to use. I'm running out of words to describe how just electric Saquon Barkley has been. He's been an absolute godsend to this Eagles offense. And they've had some really productive running backs over the past couple of years. You had Miles Sanders in 22, DeAndre Swift last year, and Saquon Barkley is just way above those guys. And those guys had career years in Philly in 22 and 23 respectively. So to have a running back be miles ahead of guys that had career years is something that is really, really special. But again, 255 yards on just 19 carries is insane. That is a 9.8 yard per carry average. I mean, just saying that out loud, that is absolutely insane. Oh my god. Like, that is absolutely wild how just tremendous Saquon Barkley has been playing, and give him the MVP right now. If he's not the MVP, it's rigged for quarterbacks. I swear to God, if Saquon Barkley is not the MVP, it is rigged for quarterbacks. Now, with that being said, I will die on that hill, and let's switch to talking about the defense. This defense last night was absolutely they were absolutely great. The defensive line, 5 sacks. Matt Stafford basically had nowhere to go with the football. It felt like all night, even though I think Cooper Kupp got a touchdown late in the game in kind of garbage time, but it didn't really matter. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, that was Quinyon Mitchell's first touchdown given up in his rookie season. Speaking of awards that are coming back to the Eagles, the defensive rookie of the year has got to be Quinyon Mitchell. I mean, this guy is just having the best season I've seen from a rookie corner. I know Lito Shepherd and Sheldon Brown were both drafted in 2002, but I don't think they started until the following year. And obviously, in 2003, I was only 1 year old, so I can't really speak to that. I can't really speak to Lito and Sheldon, Lito Shepherd and Sheldon Brown in their rookie and second years. In their second year, first year as a starter, but what Quinyon and Cooper DeJean have been doing on the outside and on the outside for Quinyon and in the slot from Coop is absolutely tremendous, and it's just gonna be super fun to watch. Yeah, and unfortunately, the last thing I'll touch on in this game was the injuries. Darius Slay left the game, I want to say, in this first quarter with a concussion, and Brandon Graham unfortunately tore his tricep. I want to say in the third quarter, after already getting a sack of Matthew Stafford. So you wish them both a speedy recovery, and we'll wait to see if Brandon Graham decides to come back next year. And with that being said, thank you guys for listening to this, and as always, go Birds. Me. Bye.